Hello and welcome to another episode of Kerbal Space Program Flights. Today we're going to launch I don't know what this is called. But anyhow, I hope you enjoy your flight. I hope you do not die horribly in this flight, because watch out, buckle your seatbelts. We are using the turboprop, that's not the right word. I forgot what these engines are called, but they're the rocket ones, and they go boom and loud and fast and everything. And I have super glue stuck on like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 out of my 10 fingers have super glue on them. Because my mom bought this cheap super glue that is like really horrible, and I spilled it on my jeans, and now like there's a hard spot on my jeans, which I was like, what? And then I like touched it and it cracked open. It turns jeans into plastic. It's actually quite cool. But anyhow, we're launching this I think I called this like the Shuttle Mark 1 or something. Shuttle launcher. I don't know. It's in that pack of downloads that I put up, though. I'll put a link to that pack of downloads in the description again, so you can enjoy them. And wow, this actually launched pretty well. I thought it was gonna die and explode, and oh my god, pieces of my jeans are falling off. It's a very strange way to start an episode. Sorry about that crappy Warzone video I put up yesterday. But we're gonna spin and roll and everything. No, but seriously, I'm sorry about that. But I don't know. Well, I just wanted to show you that, recording doesn't always go well. You probably already knew that. I probably already showed that before. Anyhow, we have just lost thrust. So now we're actually still going up at a pretty good rate. So even though this thing burns through a lot of fuel, it gets pretty high up there, which is a good thing. Is a good thing. And I just have this tiny little hole in my jeans now, right above where the pocket is, on the left side. This is a very old pair of jeans, though. Anyhow, this is my why am I upside down? Whose idea was this? I looked away from the screen because I was like, my jeans, Oh, and I again didn't put up the landing gear. I'm smart. Well, anyhow, geez, my jeans are... Well, this is an old pair of jeans anyhow, but now they're decaying faster and more literally than before. I don't think I should go out in these jeans again. These should be indoor jeans. They have stains on them. I call these my painter jeans because I was painting with acrylics. And I was like, there's like paper towels, like about 6 feet away from me. And I said, I can use my jeans right in front of me. Or I can get up, walk over there, and get a paper towel. And I chose the jeans because I'm lazy and don't care about my jeans. And I just noticed we have a 22-minute episode today. Time for lots of filler and me being stupider than usual. Wait. Nah, how could I be stupider than usual? No, anyhow, what I'm planning to work on is I need to, first of all, continue with the college application and stuff. I need to make some more videos of stuff, and actually make the videos, because I figured, I have like 8 or 10 videos, or however many it's been since I last recorded. Hey, I had some fuel still. Okay, now I don't. Well, anyhow, I thought, I'd get some more videos done while I had that big stack of pre-recorded stuff, and that would be cool and all, because, it's cool to be able to have a buffer in case you can't make videos, and then make some more, but I just let my buffer run out and didn't do anything, because I'm a lazy bastard like that. But at least now I'm talking somewhat hyperly, which makes videos more interestingly. Not really. Why am I ending everything with Lee? Yeah. I'm going to read out my Visa debit gift card number now. It is 435... You thought I was really going to read that out, didn't you? Go away. Go kill yourself in a fire. I think I have $9.87 dedicated to buying games. Because I'm trying to do a budget now. Like, I've tried doing a budget before, but it always just, I ignored it. Nah, let's just go spend money. This time though, I'm happy with the proposal. Before, I set up the proportions for the budget like what I was told by my mom, like 40% to long-term savings, 10% to buy stuff now. Something, I don't remember the exact amounts, but it was something that basically set it up so you have no money now and long-term savings that it's basically, this isn't savings for buying something you want, this is just savings for the sake of savings. As you can see, there's a B6A floating in the water down there, and a Quadras Nuki 2 floating in the water over there. I don't know why. Am I going to land this thing? I don't even know. I don't think I am, because I'm really close to stall speed, and I'm falling pretty fast. I'm probably going to stall out or crash, or I don't know. Probably everyone's going to crash and die, but, you know, that's standard for my space program. Actually, we're not doing too bad. We're pretty close to stall speed, but we're coming down at a fairly decent angle now. I wish I could see the ultimate that word that I can't say that's at the top of the screen. It's covered by the Bandicam URL. Yeah, that word. I wonder if there's a way to edit like customization or something in KSP to make that go somewhere else on the screen, because that would be cool. Or if Bandicam has an option to let you put that somewhere else on the screen. That'd be cool if I could put it in the top right, I'd say. Maybe top left, I don't know. Depends on what other games do what that I use Bandicam with. Because there are a few other ones that I plan to or have. And that was a pretty good landing, actually. I mean, we only blew off the wings and the engine. It's a pretty good landing. I mean, it was in water. Come on. You're going to blow off something when you're in water, right? So might as well be that, right? Right? So that was this thing, which actually flew surprisingly well. I wasn't expecting it to. I thought that was like one of the fail ones. Oh, here's a fun one. This is the solid rocket plane, which, as you can imagine by the name, is pretty much... Why am I turning up the freaking thrust? There's no control over thrust. But yeah, it's you can tell what it is, can't you? It's a solid rocket booster. It's funny because jokingly, I've heard people just talk about plane designs as it's a this with wings strapped to it. This is literally a solid rocket booster with wings and landing gear attached to it. I didn't even put a parachute on this one. Interesting. Are we just doing we're just doing the backflip? I mean, yeah, backflip. That's the right word. For a moment there, I thought I was saying the wrong word. This is actually a pretty cool view up here. I wonder if I'm able to pull this off and land it. That would be awesome. See, it's gotten long enough since I recorded anything with KSP now that I don't remember what's going to happen at all, because my genes are decaying. And then I have this other stain over here, and I don't know what this stain is. It looks like a wet spot, but it's not wet, which is strange. And I'm suddenly turned to... I didn't even notice I did that. Oh gosh. Oh god, no, it's gonna hit, Oh, hey, that actually... Oh, I thought I was dead. Yeah, I was about to try to land there, but then I realized I needed to kill off speed before trying to land, which is why you saw me go back up. Yeah, that was actually a really good landing. I was actually surprised by that. I thought I crashed and burned. I remember building a solid rocket plane and barely pulling off a loop like that, but I didn't know it was this time. I thought it was a different time. But still, it's pretty cool. And I just, fell on the nose the last second. That's always good fun. There you go. That's my solid rocket plane. It actually looks pretty cool too. I don't know. In my opinion, it does, and you can just deal with my opinion. But next, we're going to launch the SR-71. I think. Yep, this is the SR-71. I actually built what I called the SR-72 and I called the SR-73, which are basically the same design, but with a bigger plane and more wing surface and 3 engines. The other two have 3 engines. It turns out that bigger fuselage, that bigger fuselage part that I thought was heavier, turns out it's lighter and carries a little less fuel, or lighter and more fuel. It was there's something crazy I learned about the program that I learned by looking at the stats that I hadn't even paid attention to before, that just caught my eye as being insane. But anyhow, the SR-71 is a pretty easy to design plane that I saw someone else made something that looked like it, and I just kind of copied it. Actually, not really. Theirs looked more like an SR-71, I think, than mine does, but I just went, hey, SR-71, that's easy to make, yeah, right? And actually, it really was. I just basically, I literally just threw this thing together. I said, okay, I'll put, I don't know how many, I honestly don't remember how many. I thought, okay, I'll put this many tanks strapped to the back of the thing. I'll put the canards on the front with a 5-degree upward angle, and I'll throw some fuel tanks on the sides, connect it with fuel lines, throw some engines on there, use those, what are they called? I forget what those pieces are called that like the tail fin is made out of, and the edges of the wings, and like, you know, that really swept back design. I really like that. Oh yeah, speaking which of, I don't know which clip it is, but I hope to find it and put it in the next video, because that would be really cool if I put it in recently instead of making you wait for it. But I made I mentioned in one of these videos, I think, yeah, it's gone out already, because I've put out every video I've made so far, except the new and improved Warzone one, which I'm going to put out tomorrow after this, so look out for that. But remember, I challenged myself in an earlier KSP video to make a plane with a design that looked like a Y, so like really swept back wings on the rear of the aircraft, which is generally a bad idea, you know. And it actually looks pretty cool, and it flies pretty well, and I might have already posted the video with it. I might have. I don't know. I don't remember. You're going to have to tell me. If I haven't, then it's coming out soon. If I have, then you've already seen it. I made a clip where I started recording when I didn't originally intend to record, where I was flying it, and one of the engines blew off. The right engine, like I turned really sharp, like a really sharp roll, and the engine just blew off. And I was like, oh, you know what? I'm going to try and land this thing. And then I started, like, I barely kept control, and then I paused it, started recording, and it was like, actually, this thing's surprisingly, well, I won't say easy, but it was pretty well off with just one engine. Like, it wasn't like, oh my god, we're going to die, you know, which is pretty cool, because, you know, you'd think this being Kerbal Space Program and me being like a typical Kerbal, that, Kerbal? What? Me being a typical Kerbal person thing, I would design something that would crash and burn if anything bad happened at all. But I actually designed something that lost an engine and then was like, okay, I can handle this, because the design with the wings so far swept back, it has a very low stall speed, and it will just fall on its face if you don't keep it up above a certain speed. And but I managed to keep it above that speed with one engine, just barely. It can actually go up with one engine. I did this later on, and I think I have the clip, and I'll show you that. I'll try and find that clip then. Why am I sinking in the ground here? This is the Pelletite 2. As you can see, this one has lost the tail. Because of that, I added a new design feature, which is a piece of landing gear on the tail. I'm going to end some flights right now. I wanted to show the states of some of my landings. Like, this is actually a really well done landing in water, because as you can see, I only blew off the engine, which is pretty hard to avoid when landing in water, because the engines really can't take it, and the moment you touch down, you kind of have to touch down at an upward angle, and the engine is right at the rear, and the engine just hits that water and goes boom, away. Anyhow, what I was saying is, that design, that's the Y plane, Y-shaped plane, I called it the OY, but it's like capital O, capital Y with an exclamation point, so it's like you're yelling, "Oi!" But what you're actually yelling is, "Oh, why?" I think this is an SR-72 that I landed. I don't know. but you can see what happened to it. Anyhow, the Oi, I decided to try taking off and landing one with just one engine to see if it was possible. Here's another landing. Basically, the wings are notorious for falling off when you land in the water, I've found. So that's what a lot of these are. But, the Moss Eligon one. Oh yeah, this was that really botched landing attempt where I basically have a capsule just... This capsule doesn't have a parachute or anything, nothing. It literally blew up on the pad, launched the capsule over here, and the capsule landed and survived the landing, which is pretty cool. We're going to switch to another clip now. I can't actually see what's going on. This is the, I don't actually know what this one's called. This is a B6B, I think? No, B6A. No, it's not a B6. It's, I don't know, but I landed it somewhere. Am I at KSC? I'm at the Kerbal Space Center, I think. Anyhow, the Oi. I launched one. I managed to... Am I going to take off? Wow, I'm crazy. No, but I managed to take off with one... Oh, I'm near the runway. Cool. Unfortunately, I can't get up on it because... ooh. Maybe this was an early design for the B6A. No, there's my B6A right over there. Never mind. Well, I don't know. Like I said, it's been so long since I've recorded these that I don't remember. Anyhow, my OI design, I almost flipped this plane just now, but that one, I went into the design bit, you know, the what do you call it, flight center, and I took off one of the engines. And then I put it on the runway and tried to take off with it, and basically what happened was I did a very tight, high-speed turn, narrowly missing the hangar and control tower. And this is an example of a very good emergency landing, that one right there. I remember what happened with that one. I think I accidentally ditched the engines and part of the wings mid-flight or something, and I managed to land it without killing everyone, which is pretty good. I mean, come on, any super bad emergency that you walk away from is pretty good landing. Anyhow, what I was saying, the OY, I'm gonna call it the OY. the OY, I barely managed to avoid running into the buildings, and then sped up, and again going in a really slow, wide, sweeping circle because I couldn't keep it going straight. This is an SR-71 I have parked somewhere. I managed to take off, go out over the sea, which I didn't intend to do, and then I was like, this isn't bad, this is bad. I could barely get lift on it. I made it go in a wide, sweeping arc and turned and landed again, and then it was all good. But yeah, I have this SR-71, and I guess I'm going for a flight with it. Can't help but notice I don't seem to have... oh, I guess I'm going to try and land it again at high speed. I'm going to land it at high speed. That's usually a bad idea. Yeah, this is actually scary to watch, even though I already successfully did this. It's just kind of scary, the idea of taking off and landing at high speed like that. Oh well, the landing gear can take it. I like the update that, you know, KSP version 15. I really like it because you can handle that stuff. And oh yeah, something I was going to mention at the beginning of this episode but didn't think of until just now. Up until this point, and in the next several videos you'll see before I upgrade to 0.15.2, this is a Teletype 2 by the way. As you can see, it has that extra landing gear on the back. But up until now, I've been, honestly, I'll be honest about it, I've been playing the game illegally with a cracked version. And that's why I couldn't immediately update to version 15, was because there wasn't a torrent out for it yet. And when I got back from Colorado, I immediately downloaded it and started playing it again. But see, the thing is, I will do that if I really like a game, but at the same time, because I really like the game and I want to support the developers of the game, the moment I can afford it, I get rid of the cracked one and go get it legit. And that's what I did. Actually, the term wouldn't be cracked because there is no DRM on KSP. It's just a download that you have to pay for, which I really gotta applaud them for that, because most of the time companies go through the expense of making DRM and whatnot, and they were like, nah, we're just gonna make our game and sell it. And oh yeah, I love this one. Look at this. I landed a plane upside down, or I landed it and it rolled over. I don't know, one of the two. Anyhow, I think it's kind of funny that I did that. You can agree or disagree. That's all your choice. I don't know. I don't care. I'm just making this video. Apparently I have RCS thrusters on this thing that aren't destroyed. I wonder where they are. Why am I showing you the landing gear up close? Do you even care? No, you don't. Look at the beautiful animation. Yes, you care now. You automatically care. This is my pride and joy right here. I managed to get a shuttle into orbit. And this thing, I had it up here for a long time, and it has just enough fuel to get back down. Or actually, it might, I don't know, I can't tell. Are those tanks used or full? It says they're full, but this thing has a tendency to lie. I should be able to turn this thing around and slow myself down and land with it, hopefully. I'm not sure if I'll be able to do that, but hopefully I will be able to do that, because that would kind of suck to bring them up here and then leave them up here. The unfortunate thing, the design of this shuttle, as you can see, the engines are mounted on the top of the shuttle. This thing is very top-heavy and generally very heavy. It has a very high stall speed. It's very tricky to land. I tried landing one. It didn't really go well. Anyhow, have a nice day. Goodbye. Etc.